Lewis, I am both laughing and at the same time on the verge of crying about the scandal after so called scandal relating to Hillary Clinton that keeps falling apart. Last week, maybe it was the week before, Congressman Republican Kevin McCarthy admitted that one of the primary functions of his House Benghazi committee was to smear Hillary Clinton and drag her down in the polls and damage her credibility. We then heard from Trey Gowdy that Kevin McCarthy doesn't know what he's talking about. Fellow Republican Trey Gowdy saying, whoa, 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 no, 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 no. The whole point of this was not to smear Hillary Clinton. Kevin McCarthy doesn't know what he's talking about. This is a legitimate investigation. Well, going from Benghazi fake scandals to the email so-called scandal, this is just incredible. Elijah Cummings, Congressman Elijah Cummings, and the CIA have caught Representative Trey Gowdy in one of the biggest scandals, really, to involve these committees, which is that, let me set it up for you. Gowdy accused Hillary Clinton of, via her email indiscretions, releasing the name of a classified CIA informant in one of those emails, saying that her email contained some of the most protected information in our intelligence community, the release of which could jeopardize not only national security, but human lives. It turns out that this is false. Gowdy has been caught altering Hillary Clinton's emails and distorting information to make it look as though she released some classified information. And here is a letter from Elijah Cummings. And this is just insane. It's insane that our government officials are doing this. The problem with your accusation, writes Cummings, as with so many others during this investigation, is that you failed to check your facts before you made it. And the CIA has now informed the Select Committee that you were wrong. To further inflate your claim, you placed your own redactions over the name of the individual with the words, quote, redacted due to sources and methods. To be clear, these redactions were not made, and these words were not added by any agency of the federal government. The CIA informed both Republican and Democratic staffs that they do not consider the information you highlighted in your letter to be classified. So basically, Lewis, what happened was, in order to make it seem like Hillary Clinton released classified information, Trey Gowdy, or someone working with Trey Gowdy, redacted a piece of an email and made it appear as though the CIA or some agency did it to sort of point out, wow, look at what Hillary did, that now we have to redact it because she didn't and released some private classified information. Turns out that Gowdy did it. It was all fake, Lewis. That it's red-handed being caught editing the so-called evidence that you say points to a scandal.
And so much for saying that this was not just to smear Hillary, right? That's pretty clear now. Still, very foolish to think that you're going to get away with this when there is always digital evidence left behind.
Now, is every right-wing led scandal fabricated? I'm trying to think of one that isn't now.
Well, let's see. I mean, if we're talking about scandals, then I would say no. I mean, I think much of it is fabricated. Everything related to Obama and Hillary and really all of that stuff.
With regard to Benghazi, I'm glad that Hillary Clinton refused to testify in private. She wanted it in a public setting. We will have that tomorrow. We will see what happens, although it is yet just another gong show. But like I've been saying, the details almost don't matter. People think of Benghazi as controversial. People think of the email situation as controversial. That's already a win for Republicans. The fact that this has been inserted into the debate as controversial, regardless of the outcome, that's a Republican win, and they probably know that.
Probably. And I think Hillary, I don't like the way she has reacted when she's been, in front of a panel and on camera when it comes to Benghazi. I think she needs to be more aggressive. I think she needs to be more angry.
Well, she did do that thing where she said, at this point, what difference does it make? And getting very agitated.
But that's still the wrong thing to say. I mean, she needs to make it clear that this is all an attempt to smear her, that there is no evidence, that these are just Republicans trying to take her down, instead of saying something like, why does it matter? Not nearly as effective, in my opinion.